What would your future self do in this situation? So, I had spent the last 20 minutes deciding whether or not I should go walk to Panda Express to get my food or if I should have it delivered how I normally do. The reason why is, yeah, I don't want to pay that extra delivery fee. The delivery fee is $4. Lawrence, snap out of it. And the point of this video is that we often will think from a perspective of, let me save money, let me save money. And we spend time trying to save money, but your future self, that millionaire, that bodybuilder, whatever your future self is, that successful entrepreneur, that doctor, they would spend money to save time because time is a lot more valuable than money. Why do you think so many rich people have private jets? It's not just so they can show it off online. It's because they're saving time at the airport. It's because they're saving time when they need to get places. So, if rich people spend time to save money, that should show you that they know money is less valuable than time. Because the time you save, you can use that to make more money, which will cover for the thing that you spent money to save time for. They have maids so they can save time cleaning their house by spending money. They have personal drivers so they can save time driving around rather than spending that time driving themselves. They can be on their laptop sending email, doing business calls, whatever they do. Now, for those of you who don't know, my name is Lawrence. I'm a youth empowerment speaker, and I've spent the last 4 years specializing in helping teens and young adults build self love, confidence, and a positive outlook on life. In addition to that, on September the 6th, if you happen to be in Philadelphia, I am doing a live in person event where we're going to be discussing breaking limiting beliefs. All those things in your head of, I can never do this. He's too good for me. She's too good for me. They're not gonna like me. That job's not gonna hire me. I'll never be able to get into college. I'll never be the first millionaire in my family. We're breaking that. We're getting rid of that. And then you're going to see your power, you're going to see your potential, and you're going to go out there and know you can. You're going to go from, I can never do it, to I know I could do it. And then you're going to go from, I know I could do it, to I did it. This office right here, this camera, this tripod, this ring light, all of this microphone, you can't see it, but it's down here. At one point in my life, I thought I could never do this. I thought it was not possible. Then I made it possible. And I'm going to show you how to do that same thing too. Back to the point though. Actually, let me just make sure to mention this. Link in the description to sign up for that. But back to the point of the video. Throughout our life, we will have this wealth consciousness or this poverty consciousness. And everyone has a mix of them. Nobody has 100% wealth. Nobody has nobody has 100% wealth, and few people have 100% poverty. So, a wealth consciousness is money flows to me. I can make the money back. I'm going to be the first million in my family. Those kinds of thoughts. A poverty consciousness is I have to hold all my money. I can't make any more money. I'm stuck here. This is the most I can ever make. It's not possible. I'll never get there. And unfortunately, most people are raised with a poverty mindset. Like they're told that all you have to do is save money and penny pinch. Which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with getting a discount. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting to save money. The problem comes when you're doing it out of a fear of spending money to save time. Okay, yeah, I had to just check that. My order's getting delivered at 11:14, so I got like 14 minutes to finish this. But back to the point. We often will get told that we have to penny pinch and save and save and save money at the cost of our time. rather than how can I spend money to save time? Like, how can I have this done faster? How can I have this done easier? How can I pay someone to handle that for me so I can focus my attention and energy on what truly matters? That's why fast food and takeout and restaurants are a thing. You're spending money to save time having to learn how to cook, having to actually go get the ingredients, having to cook the ingredients, having to prepare the ingredients, having to do the dishes. You're paying someone to make sure that you eat. You're spending money to save the time it takes to learn how to cook, learn how to get the ingredients, and do all the process. And when you're doing things like this, when you're focusing your energy on saving time rather than saving money, it allowed you to realize that wait, money is a lot more abundant than I was taught it was. Money is a lot more attainable. It's possible. It's possible for you to get out of that 9 to 5 at McDonald's and instead get a higher paying job. It's possible. It's possible to be an entrepreneur if you have the skills, the dedication, and entrepreneurship is a whole nother conversation. It, it gets real spiritual. There's a lot of times you're gonna have to learn how to trust in God, in source, in whatever you believe. And when you focus your energy on, well, whatever you focus your energy on is where it will go. The saying is energy flows where attention goes. So if you're focusing your energy on save, 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 that's a scarcity kind of mindset. If you're saving up to achieve something, like you're saving up to buy a car, you're saving up to buy a house, you're saving up for a reason, that makes a lot of sense. You're saving up to make sure that if something ever happens, you're able to handle that. Makes sense. What I'm referring to is when you're trying to save and penny pinch. Like you're trying to go back and forth with people over $1. You're trying to do things like that. That is what I'm referring to. Because that kind of mentality is saying to your subconscious and your mind and to yourself that I can never make enough money. Money is always running from me. Everything's going up. Ah! Whereas someone who says, I'm going to spend the money to save time and then reinvest that time into something that generates me money, that's a wealth consciousness. That's the kind of consciousness where I can make it back. I can make it back double. I can make it back triple, quadruple. I can achieve my goals. I can take instead of me, I'll refer it back to the original example. Instead of me spending the time to save money by walking for about maybe 30 minutes total, I'm going to pay someone to pick up my food and deliver it to me so that I can save time. Even though I have to spend money, the time that I'm saving is worth a lot more than the money that I would have saved. It actually cost me more to save money at the cost of my time than it does to spend time to save money. On paper, it sounds backwards, but I'll simplify it. Let's say every hour you could make $50. Every hour you make $50. And you pay somebody $15 to deliver your food. And it takes them 30 minutes, right? It takes them 30 minutes for you to walk there, walk back, and eat your food. It cost you $25 to do it yourself compared to paying someone else $15. So, in a weird way, you save money by spending money on things that cost less than the amount of money you make per hour. In entrepreneurship, though, you have to understand you're not paid by the hour. You're paid by the sale. You're paid by the subscription. You're paid by however your business works. So at a 9 to 5 or a job or any like employment of that sort, you're paid this amount per hour, this amount per hour, this amount per hour. Whereas as an entrepreneur, you're paid by what you get. You eat what you kill. You get what you get. One day you might make $100,000. The next day you might make 20. Not 20,000, $20. The next day you might make 1 million. But over time you'll start to realize that money comes and goes. Money comes, it goes, it comes back. Time, oh, on top of your head, the moment you're born, so you can make your bank account go up. You can make your the cars in your garage, the numbers in your account. You can make all that go up. But time, it's always going down. You can't buy time. You can buy back your time, as in to say you have stuff delivered to you, as in to say you pay someone to do something for you, but you cannot add more hours to your day. You cannot add more hours to the clock. You cannot add more hours or days or weeks or months or years to your lifespan. You can just use money as a tool to save time, and with the time you save, you make more money than the thing cost you. And with that said, I hope you guys got value from this video. I hope you realize that money is worth a lot less than your time, especially if you use your time well. If you use your time well, you can make a lot more money than it cost you to save time. Spend money to save time, obviously assuming that you can afford to do this. You know, if you only have $2 in your bank account and the thing costs $2, you're gonna have to spend the $2. You're gonna have to find ways to get that number up. And once you have the money to afford to spend money to save time in order to use that time to make more money, do that. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed, and lovely day. If you would like to register for my event on breaking limiting beliefs and you're in Philadelphia, link in that description. As well as if you would like to follow me on my social media pages, they're all Lawrence C. Empowers. My email address, Lawrence@LawrenceCharris.com. For podcast hosts and speaking engagements, you can contact me there. My book is also going to be on Amazon. I hope you have a wonderful, lovely, blessed day.